Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so we're gonna start with the big picture. I am back in office. Ramadan Mubarak to any of those, anybody that's celebrating Ramadan. Let's observing Ramadan. All right, let's get started. So we are back at it. I'm gonna just hit the group real quick, just let them know that we are back on today, and I'm really looking to get back to it with you guys. All right, so let's get to it. So let me just gonna ping the group, let them know that we are live. We are boom. All right. So let's talk big picture. I actually like where we are. If we look at the overall picture of things, so we had the gap down on geopolitical risks and what's happening. Uh, the global issues that we're faced with, and what we did is we pulled down into these multi-month lows. Where I don't like to be in the middle. I actually like to be. I like to pull into support because oftentimes what we see is we start to see the market get back up. Now if we were to break even lower, I was concerned about that. That's what I put in the game plan. That hey, we could continue lower if we were to continue to break lows, but we had a nice bounce. So yesterday we saw sort of like midday, and I mentioned this in the game plan. We saw a midday bounce across several different themes. Okay, so let's talk about some of the fresh news names, and let's talk about the technical place. Okay, all right. So let's start here. All right, CrowdStrike. This one, fresh news, guidance in line, and they had growth, and then we had ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch, higher price names from today, and then those are the higher price stocks that I saw that had fresh news. Now, so they may be out of your wheelhouse. Just want to mention them real quick. Now, if so, then there are a few themes that I'm looking at. Okay, so I am looking at tech. Okay, and tech aligning with what's happening in the overall what's happening globally, right? So if you look at something like PLTR, okay, so PLTR is one of those stocks that we saw the pullback. And then it started to bottom out and then bounce. Okay, and we have a PTIR, lower priced ETF that we could trade on a small account, right? So bottomed out, and then we have the turn, and this is for this stock to go long is in alignment with the overall context in the market, right? So daily high on Monday and Tuesday broken. Now it pulled back to it this morning, and then it gapped up. So that one is on the list. All right. Circle. Also, there's another the CRCG that we could trade. So Circle is another one of those stocks that sort of we had was in a range, bottomed out here, earnings, and then it's just been very strong, bullish. The volume picked back up even Monday, and then Tuesday, pretty a lot of volume going into Circle, and it pretty much rallied Monday, rallied Thursday, rallied Monday, then came back here, dipped, and then it rallied yesterday. So that one has been pretty strong. All right, so Circle, lower price ETF that we could take on the small account challenge. All right, so yeah, there's a bunch of other names here. I'm gonna sort these by ideas. So ONDS is on the list. We had the spike Monday, pulled back, dipped yesterday, and now it's at resistance. It could pull up. We could have continuation. We saw TTD. This is one we had mean reversion, and volume spike. Beautiful, beautiful like capitulation play. Missed it, but the volume has stayed pretty strong. So it's approaching higher time frame levels, and that one is on the list. I'm gonna circle back and do like a triage, like prioritizing like the list in just a second. I'm just kind of like doing these by group. So we did PLTR circle. Nvidia is a reactive trade. We'll see. Excuse me. So we'll see what happens as Nvidia has sold off. It always has a strong fundamental backdrop. If the market continues higher, going up, rallying towards the highs of that range that it's in, then we could see Nvidia pull up. So this is just it's going to be a reactive trade. All right, let's talk specifically about some of these companies. So these are like oil related ideas, energy sector themes. So we're going to see like BATL, there's TPET, there's TURB. All of these have been rallying. So either we with all that's going on, if there's any more news that comes out, we could see these continue to the upside. And most of these are low priced, low float as well. So these could be names that we get some more trades out of. All right, so this one went flat after the spike in the pre-market, went flat, and now it turned over. So we'll see if it pulls back up and continues higher and starts to like break VWAP, break resistance levels, and we see continuation there. Okay, so we'll find out. We'll look into where the volume flows, and that's where we'll go. All right, another theme is MSTR is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, look at this. So Bitcoin jumps up out of this range here a bit, back above 71,000, and looks like some accumulation here. There's a long way to the upside. So MSTR is on watch. So this MSTU that you could trade coin is there as well, kind of pulling out of this range, gapped up. And we have several days where there's a lot of high volume here. So pulled up out of that range, formed another one, and then just gapped out of the range again here. So we'll see which one of these has the most volume, and they have potential for continuation. So that whole sympathy, MSTR, coin, we even see things like Mara. We want to find the one that has the most volume, best order flow and structure. Coin, in my opinion, is one of the best out of those. So and I think the days when we traded MSTR as one of those, like Friday. I think coin moved a lot better, and then coin had earnings. So we'll see. But yeah, so keep my eye on those. All right, there's a few others like RXT that kind of pulled out there. Yeah, let me take this off the list. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. EDSA low float ran yesterday. VCI, so I'm gonna check the chat. So I talked about CoreWeave. No, I talked about CrowdStrike. Yeah, I meant to talk about CoreWeave. Okay, so CoreWeave. Thank you. So CoreWeave, fresh news, AI deal. This one has just been pretty beat down. So take that into consideration. All right, so I think CNF, checking the chat right now. What a move. What a move. Pre-market. All right. So see if that has some backside to it. I mean, if this is the backside, or if it reignites here and continues at the open. All right. So we're back at it, and this will be first day of the small account trades in March. All right. So just remember, this is not the very aggressive challenge. This is, normally people should do a proof of concept. I always laugh. YouTube comments are so hilarious to me. So one guy's like, "What are you doing? You're only making, $50. Go back to futures." It's like, I don't think you really get it. If you look under the hood, look at the process. All right. The process here is, if you build your easy money playbook, you can grow an account. You build that proof of concept, then you put some capital behind it. You marry the two. You do that over the year. Your account is going to compound. You don't have to start from 500. This is an extreme, especially if you're in a country like, if you're in the U.S., UK, Dubai. Some countries it may be challenging, right? So if you have those types of challenges, it's a little bit different for you. But if you're in a place where you can, build some more capital, put some more capital up, this is a small little proof of concept here. You could take the 500, which I'm going to just try to do, just kind of keep trying to grind it. Or you build that, you show that you're consistent over 4, 5, 6 months, and you can make consistent gains, and you just power with capital. And you don't really necessarily need that much to just really kind of get the ball rolling and see some decent gains to offset your initial job and income. And just continue building the track record. So this is just crawl, walk, run. That's what it is. Just crawl, walk, run. The internet is just, it's all extremes. You don't have to do the extreme route. This is more like the middle. Daily income. You can build a daily income and then just scale up your capital. That's what we can do here with stocks. So yeah, so that's what this is. So let's see. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do, Jason. It's like, all right, I'm just saying, hey, look, if you only had $500, which is that's a very realistic scenario, then this is where you can start. You can start this way. This is how you do it. Here are your constraints. You do have some constraints, like we run into some constraints, but you can get after it, and you can still make money. That daily income, and then maybe you can work two jobs or so, or 3 jobs, or extra jobs, and get creative and build and save up more capital. The process is the most important. Process. If you get that down, if you can focus on that for a minute, and just kind of process and mastery, then with that patience, the combination of process and mastery, and saving up your coins, you can do some good things. But most people just focus on money too fast, and then they neglect the process. And all right, let's set this up. Okay, I'm going to start the CMEG, the Accelerator Pro live window. And if you're on YouTube, thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. And my plan is to be back at it for the rest